Hey everybody, welcome back. Having my coffee and getting ready to install a new drop-in trigger. This is a James Madison tactical trigger. It is a flat face trigger. It is a 3.5 to 4 pound trigger pull. I entered another giveaway and I won. I'm not going to say how many I've entered and not won, but I've entered a few and won. So this is a pretty sweet trigger. There was a toss up between this trigger and then they had another drop-in trigger that I could have chose, and I asked the guys on the group. I said which trigger would you go with, and they said the Black Ops. So this is a Black Ops straight drop-in trigger. It does come with the all the pins. I'll give you a close up here of the trigger itself. Pretty sweet. Not that the former tactical trigger wasn't bad, but that's still in my 7.62 by 39 lower, and still not 100%. So anyways, it does come with the anti-walk pins, and comes with the slave pins here, and the 2 Allen keys to install it. So I'm going to install it in this dynamic munitions lower here. This actually, the trigger that's in here is a PSA 2-stage trigger. I'm going to put this in. I'm not sure which rifle it's going in, but it's going to go maybe in my 7.62 by 39 lower. I'm not sure. I want to use it for the 6.5 Grendel, so if I put it in the pistol lower, I'll be compliant with the regulations and the laws that go with that. I don't want to do an SBR and whatnot, but so yeah, this PSA, this dynamic munitions lower has this the Magpul UBR stock, and it's got the nice comb piece here to rest, and it locks in nice and tight. So I figured this would be a great lower to have it in. This is actually my 7.62 by 39 upper, but I can swap things around and whatnot. Obviously this is the Burris pepper mount with a Vortex Diamondback on here. So this is just the 3 to 9. But yeah, I'm going to install this, and I'm going to have some more of my coffee, and I'm going to load up some 6.5 Grendel this morning, and I'm going to use Lever Revolution powder. Some guys on the Facebook group were 6.5 Grendel group were talking about velocity and whatnot, and on the chart, Lever Revolution is burn rate is right around the same burn rate as the H335, and I've had pretty good results with the H335. So I'm not sure if I'm going to shoot them out of my Ruger American Predator 6.5 Grendel. I'll probably do both. I'll probably load up enough to shoot some out of the bolt rifle and some out of the pistol, just to see how things go, and get some velocity numbers. I know some of the guys on there were definitely asking about velocity and out of the 13-inch barrel, and I know I had 2,500-ish right around there. I'd have to look at my notes and mind you, this was with 100 grain nozzle ballistic tip bullets, and it was loaded with TAC, and that gave me the best number. So best velocity and good groups. If you go back and watch my 6.5 Grendel pistol loads, I have a playlist set up. If you go back and watch some of those, I did have the velocity numbers on that just before hunting season. Anyways, rambling on here, have some more of my coffee, and get to put this trigger in, and then get some loads made up before work, get them shot, get this video out, because it's been a week or so, been a couple of weeks since I've had a video out. So yeah, this is the plan, and we'll get to it. All right, stick around. All right, so I'm still drinking my coffee. Made up 30 rounds with 123 grain ELDMs, and these are with the not these here. Made up 30 rounds. These are empty cases. Anyways, with Lever Revolution powder. I started out at 30.4, 30.7, and 31. And these are seated at 2.260 CCI 450 primers. The first 15 are going to be with the AR pistol, and these are with Starline brass. And the second 15 are Starline brass as well. These are the nickel plated, and I'm going to shoot those out of my Ruger Predator bolt rifle, and we'll go from there. I'm going to write down the velocities as we go along, and hopefully I won't blow my face off. 2-part test, 1 part with this trigger. I shot 5 rounds to make sure the scope was zeroed in, because it was on my 7.62 x 39 pistol. So made sure the scope was zeroed in, and so this is the 2-part test. The trigger worked good as with those. I used Wolf ammo to test the to check the scope, and then so yeah, 2-part test. 1 part with the trigger, 1 part with the Lever Revolution powder. So here's to me not blowing my face off. There's a PDF file that I've excuse me. There's a PDF file that I've downloaded. Somebody shared it on Facebook. This was, I don't know, last year. Maybe yeah, last year and a half ago. Anyways, PDF file, and somebody compiled a bunch of load data that people have shared, whether it was on the Grendel forum on grendel.com, I think it is, 65grendel.com, or Facebook. Somebody compiled this list and put it in a PDF file, and they had Lever Revolution powder, and with, I think it was 100 grains, 105, 107 grain bullets, all the way up to, like, I think it was 130 with Lever Revolution powder. Now there was one that kind of, I think I wrote it down. Yeah, I left it in the house. Anyways, there was one. The person just wrote fast. They didn't write the velocity down or anything like that. But they did say the other velocities that people wrote. The guy, whoever compiled this list, put down averages around 2,500 with a 22-inch barrel. Mind you, this is a 13-inch barrel. So if I can get 24, that'd be pretty cool. So all right, let's stop rambling and get shooting. I do have the target. I do have a camera down at the target, so you won't sit here and watch me shoot. I'll edit all that out, and then or edit me out, and just the target, and I'll put down the velocity and all that crap. Cool. Stick around. Coffee. 2232. This was at the 30.4. So, I will say one thing. These are grouping fantastic. Velocity is 2200 and change. But what a group. All right, moving on to 30.7. All right, so my initial review as far as this trigger goes, the roundness, you know, I'm finding myself going way down towards the bottom of the trigger, but it breaks nice. It is a short reset. It's definitely better than mil spec. So Black Ops, James Madison Black Ops trigger, pretty good. All right, moving on to the rifle. And I put it back in the factory stock because I put my 6.5 Creedmoor in that Magpul stock. So until I get a Boyd's or Indian Creek, those things are $400, $500, but they're worth it. Nice chassis instead of a stock. But for now, we're going to keep it right in this factory stock. And actually, this is the stock that the Creedmoor is in. This one, it sits, the free floating barrel. Nothing touches the barrel, so it's better than the stock that my Grendel came with. Alright, enough rambling. Alright, these are the top three. Alright, so first shot, 30.4. Velocity was 25.27. Quite a big jump from 200 feet per second, from the 13-inch barrel to a 22. Four shots didn't pick up on the chrono. All right, so that's that. There's no pressure on the brass. The primers are all good. I didn't split any necks. I still got my digits. Still got my face. The first shot on the 31.0 was 25.53. Now 30.7 was right in around 25.50 as well. 25.78, 25.64, 25.51. The other force charges, they actually felt a little different, sounded different as well. But kind of mad that the velocity didn't pick up. But I will say one thing. Those groups are great with this rifle. The first shot with the pistol was good. Second one was kind of went to crap, and the third one wasn't bad. But with the pistol and the lever revolution powder and 123 grain ELDMs. So this may turn out to be a feature length video. If you did stick around through the whole thing, thanks, and thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for continuing with the support in my channel. And with that, try lever revolution powder for your 6.5 Grendel. It might surprise you. Just did with me. Thanks, and have a good day. Alright, so don't be scared to try other powders. Most people try to stick with AR Comp and 8208 XBR. You know, this lever revolution powder, I am so shocked on how well this shot. I mean, that is definitely sub MOA. There's 3 shots here. This was when I was sighting in the scope before. I didn't mark it off, but there's 3 shots there, 4, 5, and yeah, mind you, this top row is with a Ruger, but that's fantastic group. Now this was the 31 grains. This was these bottom here with a pistol. 3 shots over here, 2, 4, 5, and this is the second. This is 30.7, and this kind of opened up. I was kind of surprised on that. But that 30.4, look at that. That's with an AR pistol, you know, 6.5 Grendel. Fantastic group. Thanks, Kelly Sanders. That's a fantastic barrel. That barrel just, as much as the lever revolution powder surprised me, that 13-inch pistol barrel is definitely a fantastic pistol barrel. It's from Sanders Armory. If anybody you know, wants to check it out, definitely do. For the money, I mean, I didn't buy it complete upper. It was just the barrel, and I actually want to replace that the upper receiver that I have on that, because it's a little sloppy in all the lowers that I've put it on. So with that said, definitely look into lever revolution powder. I mean, with the pistol it was 2200. 2300, right and around there. With the rifle, with the 22-inch barrel, it was 2550, 2570, right? You know, the velocities were pretty good with the barrel, with the 22-inch barrel. But this is, I mean, look at the groups, fantastic. So, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all soon. And thanks for your support, and thanks for this beautiful day, and you know, the opportunity to get out here and do some shooting before I go to work. So, all right, thanks. Catch you. Bye.